Hi everyone, Kerryn here from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, bringing to you this week's forecast and spiritual insights for Monday the 21st of December through to Sunday the 27th of December 2020. Wow, we are nearly at the end of what has been an incredibly amazing year for insight, reflection, transformation, shifts and change. And of course, heading into this week, we have on the 21st of December what is called the Great Conjunction. Now, this is where Jupiter and Saturn align in the zodiac. Now, for the last 200 years, this has occurred under Earth signs. However, and this does occur every 20 years, but the last 200 years it's been in Earth signs. This is now occurring under the sign of Aquarius, which is an air sign. And this will be the case for many years to come. So if we look at Earth signs and it being in the conjunction of Earth or under the influence of Earth, it has traditionally and over the last 200 years really, it's been quite materialistic. It's been very in the physical. It's been very much about gaining, building, holding on to, creating. But it's been very 3D. However, as we move into the conjunction under the sign of the Aquarius, which is air, this is more about, the airwaves. This is more about technology. And, if nothing else, this year has already shown us that so much of the work that we can do can be done online. So it's very much about using the energy of the airwaves, but it's also very powerful in our mental mind and where we're focusing our attention and our thoughts. And what we're also seeing is a shifting of, again, that continuation of online technology, but we'll also see a shift into community-based living. What are we doing about the homeless? What are we doing about hunger? What are we doing about equality? What are we doing about our young ones who are perhaps misguided and don't have a sense of belonging and don't know who they are or identity and are struggling to fit into society? We have seen some of that this year. I know I've mentioned this in my other recordings, but what we are going to see more of is that we rather than I. How is this impacting all of us? How is this impacting the planet? How is this impacting my community? How is this impacting my country? How is this impacting my neighbor? And when we align to this energy, what we can then do, or what that allows us to do, is to really have that hope that we are in a phase on this planet where we have a real definitive opportunity to create a more peaceful and compassionate world. And that's something to celebrate. It is a dream for all of us that we want peace and harmony in the world, and that we want everyone to live in unity and to, consider our fellow man, rather than just living that tunnel vision, single vision of it's all about me and what I can attain and what I can do. And that doesn't mean that we can't actually set goals to achieve. But what it means is that we are collectively going to have more naturally and intuitively, under this influence, a feeling or an awakening. It's like our hearts are awakening to the value of, if it's good for me, then it will be good for my neighbor. If it's good for me, it will be good for society. And I mean this by way of self-care. You know, if you have a daily meditation practice, that is not just serving you. When you meditate every day, it has a positive flow-on effect to your loved ones in your home. It also has a positive flow-on effect to everyone that you meet. It has a flow-on effect to your neighbors in your community. And this really brings us back to the knowledge and the wisdom that we are all one, we are all connected. And if we think about, I always like to envisage this beautiful network. So all of the incredible trees on the planet, and there's this beautiful network of a root system that goes down into the earth. And I visualize, there's a couple of ways that I visualize this. I visualize that all of those roots are intertwined right throughout and around the whole planet. And every tree on the planet is somehow touching or connected to every other tree. Another way that I visualize this is like an incredibly large web. And if we think about this web that just is infinite, it's never ending. And at each point of the web, you know, whatever shape that may be, there's us. But we're still included, we're still attached, we're still aligned to every other point and section of this web. Collected Universe is a fabulous documentary for you to watch also if you're interested in the science behind a connected universe. So this is really about recognizing that when you take care of you, that is a signal that you are sending out to the rest of the human collective. Because what you do for you, you do for another, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. And also we have the influence of Jupiter, which is all about manifestation. It's all about my apologies, Saturn is all about, Jupiter is all about manifestation. I'll get it right. And it's very important for us to be mindful of what we're thinking and feeling, because our thoughts and our emotions are actually the seeds of creation. What you think and what you feel is what you create. Each and every one of us is responsible for our thoughts and our emotions, because we are contributing to the creation of the world around us. When you align yourself to the energy of abundance, you know, again, that feeling of appreciation and gratitude, that thankfulness of all that you are and all that you have. And that doesn't mean it has to be like in a material sense. It could be you have a beautiful, loving relationship. Could be you have a really supportive family or friend group that are around you. Could be that you really love your job. It could be as simple as you have a roof over your head. However you need to get to that feeling inside of yourself is appreciation. That start with one thing small and build on that. And of course, Saturn is all about boundaries. You know, what are the boundaries that we're setting? You know, what are the healthy boundaries that you're setting for yourself? Who are you saying yes to that you don't want to be saying yes to? What are you saying yes to that you don't want to say yes to? Do you give all of your time, even though you're completely exhausted because you can't say no? Or you find it difficult to say, well, I need to stop now, or my day is ended now. We can fall into this trap and this pattern that we are the only ones that can do what needs to be done. And that's not always the truth. There are people that are capable of doing it, or it's still going to be there in the morning and it's okay if you stop now. Healthy boundaries is all about also the choices that you're making. So are you making your choices for you, or are you making them to please somebody else? That is setting a healthy boundary for yourself as well, by identifying where you're deciding to do things that you don't really want to do, but it's making somebody else happy. Also, boundaries are what will you accept? What will you accept in and around your energy field? What will you accept in and around your life? It could be, you don't like the conversations that somebody's having because it's derogative and it's putting down somebody or a group of people. These are all about, I really want to say, these are all about really getting in touch with our values and our integrity. We know, or when you're not living your life in alignment with your integrity because it feels uncomfortable. Because you walk away and you go, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Why did I agree to that? Why didn't I say this? Why didn't I say no? There's a feeling in your body. Your body intuitively is always guiding you to the people, places, and situations that support you or constrict you. And so this is a very powerful day. And on top of that, we also have the summer solstice or the winter solstice if you're in the northern hemisphere. So in the summer solstice here in Australia, we will be experiencing the longest day and the shortest night. In the northern hemisphere, they will be experiencing, or you will be experiencing, the shortest day and the longest night. But either one, wherever you are, it's still a celebration of the sun energy. It is a celebration of the light. It is an opportunity for us to really give our thanks and gratitude, but to also allow ourselves to be open to receiving the wisdom, the warmth, the life force of the sun. And the sun is not just a sun, it's a spiritual sun in a way. It's a sun of higher consciousness. It's a doorway to allowing yourself to be open to the possibility that there is more to the energy of life around our planet, in the solar system, far throughout the universe than what we think. And so it's also an opportunity, if you're in the northern hemisphere, to really just start, it's a harvest. So starting to really hibernate, to self-nurture, to self-care, and to start thinking about what it is that you're wanting to create moving forward once you reach your spring. And this is a time for you to be planting seeds. However, in the southern hemisphere, it's really a time of celebration. It's still a time of new beginnings, because we're witnessing all that we ourselves have planted throughout our winter hibernation, our autumn as well. And so it's a time of action. It's a time to play, to recharge energetically by being out in nature, being in the sun, spending time with family, but getting outdoors, reconnecting with the planet, reconnecting with the excitement that life has to offer, because, it's been hard for many of us to do that throughout 2020. So if you'd like to place your hands on your heart, would you like to have the Creator's highest definition perspective and understanding of what it means to create, that you know what it feels like to create and be creative, that you know it is possible to birth new ideas, that you are aligned to the wisdom of your heart and your soul, and that you are easily able to receive the intuitive messages and the inspirational ideas that come from the heart of the divine, that are perfectly aligned for you. And would you like to know that it is possible, that you know how to take action on these, that you know how to step forward to put into place the ideas and creative expressions and inspirations that flow to you and through you, that your heart is aligned to the wisdom of your soul, that you know it is possible to live your day-to-day life in alignment with your own impersonal integrity and values, and that you know how to set healthy boundaries for yourself in all areas of your life, and that you also know what it feels like to be impervious to the pressure of others, and that you know what it feels like to live without confusion, and that you know what it feels like to live with hope, and that you know it is possible to dream and have possibilities for your future, that it is time, that you know what it feels like to have time, that you know what it feels like to have time to allow all that is coming to you and being intuitively and creatively given to you, that you know what it feels like to have time for that to embody, to integrate, to permeate, and that when the time is right, that it will effortlessly be expressed through you in whatever way is right for you. Say yes to receive. Take a deep breath in. I never actually know what source is going to provide me with, so I access a theta brainwave state. If you're wondering what the theta downloads are, or theta downloads are, I access the 7th plane of existence and connect to the energy of source, and I ask for what it is that we need for our highest good, for the highest good of the collective, for the highest good of you. So for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, soul journey. Now, thinking that, we have the conjunction that's happening and the summer and winter solstice, this is a powerful time for you to look back over this year. Look back over 2020 and really identify what things went well for you, what things didn't. How have you grown? What did you learn about yourself? What did you learn about others that you weren't aware of? And how did it shift and change your view of life? And how did it, what did it cause you to look for answers about? For myself, my questions have always been, well, who am I? What is my purpose? What is my role? What, universe, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say? And to whom would you have me say it? This is a really powerful opportunity for you to really sit with honoring and celebrating how much growth you have experienced in your life until now. And through that higher perspective, by looking, that inward reflection from a compassionate heart, no judgment, being curious and observing, this is allowing you to recognize that while you may not always understand why something has happened, on a soul level, everything is happening for your soul's expansion, growth, and evolution. So, of course, that means you as well. Thursday and Friday, you are the universe. I love this. I love this, love this. We are the universe. We are the universe expressing itself in human form. Yes, you have your own personality and your own identity, but you are not separate from the universe. You are not separate from the light of God. You are not separate from the creator of all that is, from source. And so this is an opportunity for you to remember that you, little you or big you, are a light, a cell of the heart and mind of the divine. Each and every one of us, this is once given to me through a meditation walk that I did, that each and every one of us are like cells in the belly of the universe. And we come in and we go out, and we come in and we go out, and that's birth and death, continuous renewal of life. So this is a reminder for you that you are an infinite being. and that you have within you a natural, intuitive wisdom and knowledge. And it is through your heart's awareness that you can more freely access this. Friday and Saturday, soul family. This is so beautiful. So this is an opportunity for you also to really, because we are in review, we're reviewing 2020. That means we're reviewing our relationships, we're reviewing our life purpose, our careers, our family relationships, our friend relationships, situations and places that no longer are aligned to us. And if you do that review and you're finding or you discover that perhaps the people that are around you aren't quite in alignment with you, they're no longer on the same wavelength as you, they're not on the same page as you, that doesn't mean you have to cut them out. But what it does mean is you have a beautiful opportunity to call in your soul family. Our soul family are a tribe of souls that are connected to us and that have come forth into this life. Now, they're not necessarily our family members. I know my soul family are beautiful friends that are aligned to me and where I'm at right now. They speak my language, they understand me, they get me, I understand them, I get them, and we share our experiences in a way that we can't always share our experiences with our partners or our children or our mothers or brothers or sisters, whatever it may be. You know, we have one language for the muggles and we have one language for our soul family and tribe who understand universal light, code, language, heart sequencing. You know what I'm talking about. And so if you're not surrounded by those people, then my advice to you is, and this is what I do in every new place that I go, every day journal, thank you universe for my soul family. For myself, it went along the lines of this. Thank you universe, I'm so incredibly grateful for my beautiful tribe of soul family women. These beautiful women who laugh with me, who cry with me, who understand and accept me for who I am. They support me. We laugh. We speak the same language. We share our experiences on our spiritual journey together with no judgment, full acceptance. And when I'm in their presence, I feel alive and loved and accepted. And when I am away from their presence, I know that I can speak to them at any time that I want, and they will be able to support me no matter where I'm at. And in turn, I also do the same for them. So that has been a powerful daily journal writing that I did when I first moved to Phillip Island to call in my soul family here. And I have a beautiful group of women around me here who I just don't know how I would have got through this year without. And I'm so very blessed and grateful for them. And that's in addition to the rest of my soul family who can't be next to me in physical location. However, they are so aligned to my heart that we don't feel the distance even when we're speaking on the phone. I'm also excited to announce that this week I graduated from the Thrive Factor school, and I am now a fully certified licensed Thrive Factor profiler. So that is 12 archetypes have been created by the amazing Shannon Dunn after years of research in psychology and archetypal theory and exploration. And I'm so excited because this year it has just given me such a deeper insight to myself. And each of us, and it's for women only, sorry guys, each of us have archetypes that are prominent in how we view life, in how we are, what makes us tick. And so if you want to get to understand and know yourself on a deeper level, then check out the link below, because you can now book in and have a archetype profiling session done with me. I love these archetypes. They're all beautiful. They're so resonant. They just make so much sense, and they're very modern, and they're very easy to understand and adapt to, and to really incorporate them in your own life. Also this week, my program Awaken, which also incorporates the archetypes, centered around self-clarity, self-focus, self-value, self-belief, and self-love, which has really been my lifetime journey. And I'm so excited to be able to put that all together in a program that will run over 4 months. You'll get fortnightly phone calls with me, Zoom calls, as we work through the program together. And there's just so much goodness in there. I'm so excited. And I would love to have you join me if you are really ready to get to know who you are, to understand yourself, to be able to come to a place of alignment, connectedness, to feel like you're at home within your own skin. So I'll pop the link below for you also. As always, please be kind and gentle with yourself. And oh my God, how could I forget? We also have on the 25th of December, Christmas. So wishing you all a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Whatever your celebratory tradition is, I wish you so much abundance, magic, love, and laughter throughout this holiday season. Thank you so much for supporting me throughout the year. I am so incredibly grateful to each and every one of you. It fills my heart with so much joy that you find value in my life's journey that I share with you each week. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Namaste, blessed be. Bye.